Hello, everyone, and welcome back to episode number 30 of Get Help with Tanmay Mehta. I know it's been 30 episodes that we have been doing this, and that actually counts for 30 months, right? So, been a very, very long time that we started this journey of Get Help with Tanmay Mehta. And the primary objective of this has always been the same: to address your queries directly, to have a one on one interaction with all of you guys so that we can connect, talk about home theaters, talk about things that are happening in the country, otherwise in the world as well, in the hi-fi and the home cinema space. And because we are on the 30th episode today, I have got a special giveaway which I have, I think, shared with most of you. In case you don't know about that, well, I am going to give 25 demo clips for free, which are very, very high quality Dolby Atmos, DTS, Oro 3D, you name it, it has all these files and demo clips, which I'm sure would help you test your home theater system. You can even flaunt your home theater systems. You can give demo to others on your home theater system with these clips. So, yes, we are going to have a great time today, and I can see already few people, you know, joined over here. So, yes, why don't we start with any questions that you guys would have? Feel free to share them across right now in the comment section. But before I start taking questions, why not introduce ourselves as well? So, let me introduce or let me start with my introduction. Hello, everyone. My name is Tanmay Mehta, your home cinema consultant or home theater wale bhaiya. And it's been last 11 years that I have been designing home theater solutions for customers across India. And all thanks to YouTube, now we are been able to reach out to people even outside India. And I was fortunate enough to design some home theater rooms in US recently, even one in Australia. So yes, I think that's about me. Why don't you share your name and your city in the comment section so that I get to know all of you properly? Hi Pawan, hi Moro. Pawan says hi. Please tell how much will be the ideal home theater by cost as well as by configuration. Okay, so Pawan, we'll go get to the questions over a period of time. Hold on to your thoughts. Prabir, hi, hello. Nice to see you, Prabir. I think you will be attending our 10th, 15th live session. So, yes, nice to see you. Hi, Shrikant. It's great to see you all. And I don't know how many of you have already got a home theater or you are planning to buy one. But I can assure you one thing, that this live session, by talking to all of you guys and addressing your queries, you will definitely get something out of it. So please feel free to stay for the entire period of time and don't just drop on in the middle. I can already see some questions being posted. Anil says, hi, Tanmay, hello. Your videos are very informative. Thank you so much, Anil. We look forward to, creating more and more of these so that it helps each one of you guys to make well informed, wise, and correct decisions when it comes to buying anything to everything in the hi fi and the home cinema space. Thanks to remember the names. Well, Prabir, I would not forget too many names, but yes, when I see some people constantly on most of the live sessions, I would definitely remember them, and you are one of them. Hi Amrish, hi Bibu Datta, nice to see you guys joining from various parts of the country, and we are here in Pune. That's where our office is, and as you all know, our work is across India. So, uh, starting with that, I think why don't I tell you the new projects where we are doing it. So the recent ones I think that we have added to our list. One is in Bangalore, then one is in Navi Mumbai. Where else did we start? I think Indore is one project which is started recently. Um, then we have, yes, good amount of projects in Hyderabad that are going on right now, as well as in Delhi. So one of my team member recently just finished one project in Delhi. He did a calibration of a nice focal involves with an Epson TW9400 and a Maran Xavi receiver. And what else? Yes, other good news I think that I would love to share with you all is that just like YouTube, our Instagram handle is also picking up crazily. We have had some nice reels that went viral. One of them is of the ultra short throw projector, which is also called as laser TV, and that reel has got close to 1.5 million views, and it's closely. I mean, it's. I'm looking forward that to achieve 2 million as well in terms of views. It has got more than 15,000 comments. So been a crazy journey on Instagram. From 8,000, I think we are at 17.5K out there, and this is something which I want to tell you all because some of you are not following us out there, and those of you who are following us on Insta are not subscribing to YouTube. So make sure that the scores do not drop even on our YouTube channel. Let it go and let it still be bigger than the Insta game for us, because that I believe that YouTube has got more better connectivity. We can make big long videos which we are posting on every Monday and Thursday. So yes, YouTube will always be our main source for connecting with all of you guys. Instagram would definitely be more active in terms of our day-to-day activities, but I definitely want the YouTube score to also keep on increasing. So if you have not yet subscribed to our channel, please do that right now, so that we can stay connected for more and more times ahead. Okay, so yes, I think that was about me and my team and my journey in this industry. Uh, Let me start with taking some questions. So, well, we'll start with Biswas' question. So, Biswas has asked that I have a setup of home theater with different brand speaker. Front ones are PSB Alpha 2020, and the center surround subwoofer is Relax Cinema 12. I am using Marantz SR70515. Let me know if any configuration, if my configuration is okay. Well, I think Biswas, the front ones are definitely great. The PSB speakers are nice. My only challenge would be the center speaker, which you would want to change to the PSB Alpha series only. The surrounds, you can keep it of Cinema 12. Subwoofer, I don't know about your room size nor its performance, so that I leave it up to you. But with regards to the AV receiver and the speakers choices, front ones, no problem at all. Just probably change the center speaker. Next one is Ramchandran Murli. He is asking, good evening. Thank you for your knowledge. Okay. I am planning to add 5 channel amplifier to my home theater with Maran Cinema 50. How is Pulse PAZ6300? It's a 200 watts per channel model. Vis-a-vis a Emotiva Basics 5 channel. I think Emotiva, I mean, both are nice, no doubt. Emotiva will always be better in terms of the brand standing, so you can really explore that. Also, look which amplifier has got an XLR port. If it has got, then go for the one which has that, so that you get a balanced output from one end. So yeah, I think Emotiva Basics A5 would be first choice, but if Pulse has got the XLR ports, go with it. Um, okay, Pawan is saying, where's Pawan's question? Okay, yeah. Please tell how about how much will be ideal home theater by cost as well as configuration, and including room sizes too. Like if we have some room sizes, what will be the ideal configuration, and does cost impact the projector and projector screen? Well, Pawan, I think the room size plays a very, very important role uh, in deciding your viewing angles, the speaker locations, etc. However, in terms of the cost, there's no end. I mean, even for a small 10 feet by 12 feet room, people have spent more than 10 lakh rupees, as well as you can get it done within 2 lakhs as well. So the requirement is needs to be very, very clear as to what is it that you want to achieve in this room, and where is it that you want to stop. So if that is very, very clear, then it becomes easier to design solutions and to tell you that what products would fit in into that. But most of the times, the room sizes and pricing will not go hand in hand. It will always vary. Bigger the room size, no doubt the cost will be bigger, but how much bigger, it will again depend upon the configuration. So if you're putting a full HD projector in a 20 feet room, it's still okay. You can still watch a projector screen comfortably. It's just that the output quality will be low. So, and accordingly the price will also be low. So there's no proportion which will be that okay, for this size room, this is the amount of money that you have to spend. So yeah, it all depends upon what is it that you want to achieve and what configuration. Rohit says, hi, then my Apple TV versus Fire TV stick, which one gives better picture and sound quality? Well, Rohit, we have actually got one of the videos that is soon coming up, right, Atharva? So what is that? OTT versus Blu-ray player versus a media player. So that will definitely give you much more clarity on this. But as of now, if I have to answer you, I think Apple TV will win hands down in terms of the picture quality. Okay, we have next question from Vimal asking, I have a 5.1 setup with all Q acoustic speakers. Currently, I'm using a Denon X 550 BT, but I'm considering an upgrade. I find that the vocals are not clear and the sound has excessive treble and rumble. Which AVR should I upgrade to in order to improve sound clarity? First of all, Vimal, try to go for a 7 channel at least AV receiver so that you get Dolby Atmos. And the good product that I would like to suggest with Q Acoustics is Marantz. So try going for Marantz Cinema 60 or Marantz Cinema 50. Also, if it's the problem with the treble, you can just go into the speaker settings or the audio settings of the AV receiver and use the graphic equalizer to turn on the to reduce the high frequency sound, so that will help you get much more better output from the same speakers. Do not have to change that. I think speakers would be great in even in condition. So if they are, just change the amplifier to a Maran Cinema 60 or Cinema 50, so that you can add 2 or 4 channels of Atmos. So that's about it, Vimal. If you have got further queries, please feel free to share. Suresh is saying manual calibration versus software calibration, which is good. So Suresh, to be very honest, however, we do practice with manual calibrations, because the software calibration is just going to give an overdraft of the performance. But when it has to come to a fine tuning, it will only be possible when you do a manual calibration. Also, if it is a, a premium Odyssey calibration, it does have a graph control, so that will help you adjust the curves properly. If it's direct, then it again has to be manual. The software calibration will not just do justice. So yes, I think manual calibration will always score far more higher. And I don't know if any of our past clients are here, they would agree with us that the fine tuning that our team does in terms of getting the manual calibration properly, that has actually improvised in the entire room performance. So yes, I will always vote for manual calibration when it comes to home theater performance, because ears are something which are very properly tuned to understand various scenarios. So whenever we play a standard clip which we have been listening, I think since last 5 6 years, we know what all sound to be heard from which speaker, how is the bass going to sound in that, and that closeness will be achieved only if we are doing a manual calibration. By just plugging in the mic and then running the Odyssey or Vipa or any of the MCACC softwares, they are just going to do a basic job. They will not go down to the details of adjusting the crossovers or test tones, understanding the acoustic delays. That will not happen. Next up is, okay, please answer this to my question. Please, how much to be a room size for a configuration like 13.2.6? So Pawan, for a third, first of all, I think it has to be uh, try to stick to 9.4.6 or 9.6.6. That is a decent configuration for the room size, which I believe that you have. Uh, right now, we are working on a project in Goa, which is 9.4.6 again, and the room size is around 30 feet by 20 feet. And I believe, Pawan, even your room size is around that price in that range only. So and I'm saying this because I've already connected with Pawan, so I have gone through his layout. For your room, 9.4.6 is what you can stick to. See, the more and more number of channels you will increase, the processor cost is going to definitely shoot up high. And as of now, 9.4.6 has got the best configuration. You can always multiply the channel speakers. For instance, instead of putting 2 side surrounds, you can have 4 side surrounds. Now the output will come same. It's just that you are catering more number of rows by having a dedicated surround channel to each row. So that ways you can have multiples of them. But in terms of the processing, it will always be 9.4.6, and a 9.4.6 processor would cost around 8 to 9 lakh rupees. A decent one. RKM AV41 is there, which is around 5.5, and even Anthem AVM 90 is there, which is around the same price, around 7 8 lakhs. Then you have got Storm audio processors, which are I think ISP Elite series MK16 model, which is again a very nice AV receiver processor. So these are the price ranges. And even if someone's looking for a dedicated AV receiver without any AV separate, a 16 channel or a 20 channel AV receiver will cost around 20 lakh rupees, which has got the cost of amplification and processor clubbed together in one single device. So that is the cost only for the main heart of the system. Apart from that, you'll have to spend on the speakers, projectors, screens, cables, etc. So taking together the cost to around minimum 35 to 40 lakhs. I hope, Pawan, you got your answer. Uh, Next up, we have a question from, okay, Sumanjit. Sumanjit is asking, hi, I want to set up a new home theater with X2800H. Which speaker should I go for to have a Dolby Atmos configuration if I have a budget of around 1.2 lakhs? So Sumanjit, just one question: is that 1.2 only for speakers, or is that with the AV receiver? So just put that across so that I can get the clarity and I can answer your question. Sugesh is saying, I have asked you in WhatsApp regarding to select one of the two projectors, BenQ HT550 versus LG AU 810. I've got an answer. May I know what makes you select BenQ instead of LG Laser? First of all, the BenQ HT 5550 is far more advanced projector in terms of the color output. The DCI-P3, which is I think close to around 90% DCI-P3 performance, that is something which is missing in LG HU AU 810. Second, the laser may not be the priority in case you are going to use the projector not more than 15 hours every week. Third thing, in terms of the projector's settings, brightness, contrast, and a lot of other things, the BenQ will always have an upper hand compared to LG. So these are my reasons to select Sugesh. If that makes any sense to you, then go ahead with it. If you still feel that laser is where the world is moving and you want to go ahead with, LG is not bad, but then in laser there are far more better options as well. Why not consider a Optima UH Z50 Plus, which we saw, and the UHC 66LV. These two are nice ones. So if at all your comparison would have been with those, I would have probably asked you to go with the Optima ones. Yeah, Ramchandra says Pulse has XLR. So go for it, Ramchandra, no problem. Next up, we have a question from Ryan. Ryan is saying, what is better by? Wow. Too much of competition happening between BenQ and LG today. BenQ HT 3560 versus LG HU 710 PW. I think I'll stick with the same reason, Ryan, out here, what I just gave to Sugesh. So, yeah. Pawan is saying is Pioneer HTP 076 a good 5.1. Pioneer HTP 076 is a decent 5.1 speaker system for a small 100 square feet room. The only drawback of that is that it has got a passive subwoofer. So passive subwoofer will not give you a very, very deep and a very high powerful bass. So that is where it will lack, and probably looking out for an AV separate option will always help you. AV separate as in wired component, wherein you can go with a Denon X250 BT and a Polk TL1600 or a Elax Cinema 5 or Sonodyne Micro HTS 5.1 speaker package. We want to know more about Sony quads. Okay, that's a controversy out here. So, guys, unfortunately, the Sony quad that was given to us by the Sony guys, and they only came to install, so we didn't do anything. Okay, in this case, their main controller wasn't getting detected and wasn't getting connected to the main speakers. So, company tried a lot. They had 4 or 5 engineers coming in doing their jobs, and they were very strict on their policies, so we couldn't touch the system. We had to let them do their jobs, but unfortunately it did not work, and they have sent back the product to the service center, and they would be issuing a new product soon. So once that comes, then only we'll be able to do that Sony HT-A9 quad video. And yes, as much as you are eager, even I am, to understand how this phantom center and multiple 26 speakers technology work. Though I have still my own doubts for it, but until and unless I have the experience, I'm not really going to comment on it. It won't be nice. So yes, let's wait and fingers crossed for it. So, do you have anything to say, Atharva,
I mean,
on the Sony Quad fiasco that happened in our office?
yeah, we've been constantly getting in touch with the Sony guys.
Yes,
They're
you are
just
the
like,
one. He is the one who is following up, so he knows them better. He knows what is happening at
so
that
the
end.
current
And
state is they have dispatched another product from Delhi itself.
okay,
So when it will come to Pune, then it will,
okay, then
get
they'll come
improved.
again. Then they'll
Yeah.
open. So yeah, that's the story, guys. For Sony, we will have to wait till this happens. In the meanwhile, if you guys get a chance to visit any of the Sony centers or any large format retail stores wherein the Sony HT-A9 is on demo, feel free to share your experience. I have already got some experiences from the past customers who are using the older versions, but for the new quad model, I haven't. So if you have got, please feel free to share that. And to share that, well, I have just sent you a link on the chat bot, on in the chat box. So please use that link to share your experience of Sony HDA9. Okay. Treble can be reduced with help of tone control in Denon and Maran's AV receiver. Yes, that's right. You can absolutely do that with the help of tone control. But apart from that, if you want to go deeper into the frequencies and use the octave band, then that is where you can go into the audio settings of your AV receiver of Denon and Marantz and go into the frequencies control. Anil is saying, I'm planning to create a projector setup in my living room. I had an Insiling projector screen, LG SQ9 S95QR soundbar. I'm looking for a good 4K projector in a budget. Suggest any budget one. So, Anil, most of the 4K projectors I think would start typically around uh, a lakh of rupees, 1,15,000. So, Epson TW6250 or a Visonic CPB, I think PX701 4K or something. So these are the models which are good and decent budgetly, but budget priced. So that is something which you can consider. I heard about Borso Atom Native 4K. What are your thoughts on it? Is this the portable one? I think
No
so.
idea.
But honestly, I don't know how much are they reliable and how good are they. We have never used them, so I may not be the right person to comment on it. But do check if they have got a good service backup as well, because that is something you would need. Because with the traditional brands, you do get 2 years of warranty. With these ones, I don't know what we are looking at. Also, this is the boss. Okay, okay, yeah,
13,000.
that's huh?
13,000.
Okay, 13,000 for a 4K projector. No, they must
Yeah.
be having a Atom model which is 4K around 60, 70 or something at least. Okay, fine. So otherwise, checking your Borso projector. But in the meanwhile, I definitely feel see how reliable that brand is. I don't know how many people in this live session also has checked out this brand. If you have and if you have got an answer, please help Anil with his decision. Sandeep says my room size is 11 and a half and 9 feet width and 9.5 height. Uh, okay. What acoustic to use and Denon 2800H can be used here. Okay, so Sandeep, for this kind of room, I think considering the small width that we have, don't waste 3 inches in a acoustic gripper paneling because that's going to further shorten the room. So try going for easy acoustic panels. Something which you can also look for is a website called Vicoustic, Vicoustic. Now, this is for all the people who are using home theaters in the living room or in media room and do not want to do a proper acoustic across the walls. Then Vicoustic has got their distribution in India, and we do have an access to their entire product library along with the pricing. So try to see, because this is one company which makes a ready-made bundle kit. So you literally have to don't do anything, just shop for their kit. They'll give you absorbers, they'll give you diffusers. You just get them home and paste it on the wall. So that's how easy it is. So check out that brand, check out their products, and they are, I think, fairly priced. Probably for your room you should look at around 40-50,000 rupees as the max price point, and that would do the job. Surya says, can I install JBL 1300 for a 20 by 14 feet room with projector? Well, if the viewing distance is under 14 feet, definitely you can, Surya. If it's more than that, try looking for some wired speaker options. Shiva is saying, hi Tanmay, I'm using Marantz 5015 and Targa Harmony 212 SE dual subwoofers. While Odyssey calibration dual subwoofers are not showing in the picture, are there any specific settings for dual subs? Well, there is a special section in the audio settings, sorry, speaker settings, wherein they will ask you for amplifier configuration. And over there, you have to select two subwoofers. So once you do that, then in the test tone levels, you will see two subwoofers. So try doing that one, Shiva. Okay, there's a flood of questions, and we are just 6 minutes away from launching our giveaway of free demo clips. So, in the 6 minutes, let's try and answer as many questions as we can. And then at 8 o'clock, I'm going to share the link for downloading free demo clips. Okay, Pratik says, hi Tanmay, it was nice meeting you in person. What would be your personal choice between 7.1.2 or 5.1.4 for 50-50 mix Hollywood and Bollywood movies on OTT platform to go get best audio immersion? Well, I've got a personal trick for this, Pratik. 5.1.4 and 7.1.2, you can definitely achieve both of these by using height channels at the back. And what you can do is you can have two presets, one for 7.1.2 configuration, second for 5.1.4. This way you will never have the worry whether you should go for a 7.1.2 or a 5.1.4. You can have both of these with a 9 channel AV receiver, and these presets are available to set in most of the amplifiers. So I think that would be my answer. Go for side surrounds, but for the back, put the speakers either angled in ceiling or the height channel speakers very very close to your ceiling, and that would do the job. of giving you best of both the worlds, and will also allow you to play around with it based upon the content that you're watching. Okay, so I think, because there is no fixed answer, honestly, Pratik, whether this is good or that is good. But when you have a flexibility to have both, always go for it. Vibhudatta says, hi, then I'm planning to buy Onkyo TX NR7100. Any Denon AVR with similar specs, feeds, and pricing and price. I will use it for OTT and audiophile quality music. Which speakers will be a perfect match? Budget 1.5. I think the closest one for Onkyo TX NR7100 would be the Denon X3800H. Both are 9 channel. Uh, the advantage is that it has got Oro 3D, with which Onkyo does not have. Uh, and Onkyo, I would rather use it more with the clips, considering the fact that Onkyo has got a clips optimized mode, wherein it studies the curves by just selecting the clips model number. So that is how you can go ahead with it. And if it's with Denon, then you are just opening up a big floodgate, which is going to pour a lot of home theater brands or speaker brands for you. And that is where having a good demo, possible if possible, which it'll help you make a better decision, Vibhu Datta. So don't have a particular answer that which speaker you should buy, but definitely between the AV receiver of Onkyo TX NR7100 and any of the Denon models, then that is the Denon X3800H. Shirak says, I'm confused with Yamaha SW200 and Polk HTS10. Any suggestions? Well, both are ported subwoofers. I was going to say Boomi, but yes, you can control that. Um, SW200 is value for money compared to HTS10. So that's my answer, Srirag, over here. If I buy a Maran Cinema 70 AV receiver, additionally I buy power amp for pre-out around 120 watts, all channel driven. What output I get if I get AV receiver 50 watts or power amp 120 watts? Okay, this is pretty tricky question to understand. I receiver, additionally I buy power amp for pre-out around 120 watts. Okay, what output will I get? Well, obviously, if you use a power amp separately, Ashok, it's the power amp which is going to drive the speakers and not the Maran's Cinema 70, because you are anyways doing the pre-outs of it, which means that you are taking the preamp or using the Cinema 70 only as a preamp, and the power will only be given by a power amplifier. Just do one thing, just check on Cinema 70 if they have got power amplifications or pre-outs for all the 5 or 7 channels, or whether it has got only for the front two. Just do that. I think it has got for all 7. Any other new products you got your hands on? Well, definitely we have got multiple of them that I'll be sharing towards the end of the video, so stay tuned for it. Okay, yes, last 2 minutes remaining, and I'm going to take one or two more questions. Vibhudatta says, is it okay to get the AVR from the US and get it to India? Any warranty issues? Prices of mid range AVRs are a bit on the higher side. So I'll give you a fact out here. So there's a crazy story that I've been working with a client called Sai Sumant, who is based in US, and he got in touch with us by opting for a 2D design service for his home theater room in US, and he asked me to share some products that he can buy, and he gave me a budget of $4,000. And surprisingly, okay, the prices that I got on US websites for Maran Cinema 750 or Denon X 3800H, 4800H are far more higher than Indian prices, guys. And I don't know why are you all still looking to buy products from US. I mean, in India, we are getting anyways the AV receivers for cheaper price. The only cheaper product that I could see out there was the Onkyo TX RZ50, which was very much at par with the Indian prices. Otherwise, the prices, for instance, of Maran Cinema 50 is $1,500. Price for Denon X 4800H is close to 1,800 or $2,000. So these are crazy prices in US. In India, it's far more cheaper. And coming to your question, well, warranty is something which will definitely not be covered in India. Second is that the customs might ask you to pay 35% extra if they find out that you have got certain products from US. And thirdly, the US voltage is 110 volts. In India, we work on 230 volts. So you would definitely need a step down transformer, which, based upon the quality, will increase or decrease the AV receiver's life. So I hope that answers your question, Bibhudatta. And now coming to the launch of this. So, well, I don't know if Srijit is here for this live session, because I had specially asked him to be here. If Srijit, you are over here, please drop in a hi because the story started with you. So Srijit is one of our client who opted for a virtual calibration service. He already had a home theater system which was 7.1.2 configuration, but unfortunately his surround backs were just not operating. I mean, he could hear them in the test tones, but he wasn't getting any sound from it whenever he used to play OTT content. And it was all about fine tuning, as I said, the manual calibration, right? So that is where our free virtual calibration service is what Srijit opted for. And one of our calibration engineers, Akshay, guided him well. He liked his suggestions and he finally got what he wanted from the system. And during that session, he said that, Tanmay, I'm using an NVIDIA Pro and I wanted to, test some demo clips. Can you help me with content? And that got me figuring out that, okay, how can I send him good demo clips to check his home theater system? And some of the options that I had was using a V transfer or a Dropbox kind of tool, but that limited the space only to 2 GB. So we tried again finding out more ways because 2 GB में एक clip ही आएगी, hardly कुछ आएगा, right? So we wanted him to get a good library of content which he can play around to check his home theater. And that's when I thought that why not I do it for everyone? Because you guys have been good patrons for us. You have helped us to reach where we are today. And I'm sure to most of you who have already got home theaters would want to test your home theater with the right clips, which has got everything as the way the company or the content makers wanted. And at the same time, to those of you who are buying home theaters, you will also need something to play clips and test your home theater, right? So for that reason, we decided to make a folder which is personally curated by me in getting the 25 clips, which has got a mix of Dolby Atmos, DTS, Auro 3D, some 4K videos as well, Hindi mix as well. We managed to get 2 3 files of Hindi as well, and these are all movie clips as well as uh, Dolby or DTS original clips. So it's a mixed bag of 25 clips, which we managed to put under 20 GB. Okay, so that is something that we have got as a compiled collection in the link that I'm going to just send with you. But there's a big disclaimer that I want to share. Okay, this content, try to play using some right media sources. So to those of you who are using TV with your home theaters, and if your TV has got a USB drive and it has got an ERC port to connect to your Atmos amplifier, then you will get the fantastic output because you can just download this data onto a hard drive or a pen drive, connect it to your TV, and then watch the movies. To those of you who do not have a USB player, you will have to resort to your laptop, connect it to a hard drive, and then connect an HDMI to your AV receiver. In this case, however, I am not sure whether your laptop will transfer the same file size and codecs. Okay, so if your laptop doesn't support that, then your content is going to get compressed right at the source and it will not send the right valid data to the AV receiver ahead. So try not to do that. And to those of you who have got NVIDIA Shield Pro or any other media player or Blu-ray player in your home theater system, for you guys, you just have to copy it on a hard drive, connect it to your USB port, and then play it. Do not try and connect these clips directly to a USB port of your AV receiver because AV receiver USB port is only for audio. Okay, so big disclaimer out there. And now, Atharva, go ahead with it. So yes, that's the link, guys. That's shared in the description, in the chat box, and I am going to even pin this. Okay, so go over there, register yourself by sharing your name, your email address, and your city of residence, because the link is going to come on your email. Okay, so please do that and just go into your inbox. You will find the email which will have a button to download that data. So please go ahead, do that. But when you do that, don't leave the live session. Do come back. You can even do that later if you want, or you can just pin that in your Google Chrome and keep it open. It will not go away. We will have a lot of more questions to talk about in this live session. And apart from that, because we are talking about how the signal works and how the entire home cinema experience is right from the right content to its output. So the content is now that I have given you. I am pretty sure you will take very good care of it and try not to share out these links for free to more and more people because eventually it will not have its value. So please, I would request you all to not do that. Keep it to yourself. And if anybody needs it, feel free to ask them to reach out to us. I will not charge them. This is free and this stays free forever. So they can get the valid link from my team and they can then download it. And yes, I think with these kind of things, we will be improvising our kind of these YouTube live sessions by giving you some more benefits from these live session. So I was just recently speaking to Atharva about this, that what else can we do. So one of the thoughts was that we also try to play some settings in the live session, wherein me along with Akshay can run around some product settings for all of you. So for instance, we can do a Denon amplifier or an Odyssey calibration settings. We can do a Apple TV settings, Nvidia Shield TV Pro, or a Fire TV stick settings. So these are small things that we can actually cover up in our upcoming YouTube live sessions, so that you guys can actually try those and improvise the performance of your home theater system. Because eventually, if you are getting things right from the source to the media player to its AV receiver, and then finally to the projector or TV, then and then only you will have that immersive experience on point, and you will not have any sort of compressed output coming from any of the audio or video sections. So yes, that was about this. I hope you guys like this link and you like the content that we have shared. If you have got any feedback, feel free to share that on our WhatsApp chats or over here. Okay, I am here all ears for all of you. Next up, we have a question from Deepak, who is saying, I'm using LG Ultra Short Throw projector, but it doesn't look very dark and clear pictures when compared to its high price. It's always look as bright. That's true, Deepak. I do agree to some extent that LG may not have that kind of great contrast levels as much as the other projectors has to offer. And that is actually one of the reason why I didn't recommend LG projectors to my earlier comments. But yes, I think you can still try and play around with the settings, play with the content. Even you can download the free demo clips, because we have got a 4K video also over there. So try downloading that and try seeing if that can solve your problem. Shashidhar is saying, Tanmay sir, please suggest good universal remote which includes all settings of all the devices. Okay, so Shashidhar, I don't know if you've seen the video that we recently posted of
Last
Cantata
video. Last
RS90.
video.
It's the last video on our channel, so please go and watch that, because that is one device which will give you the right answer what you're looking for. And as of now, Cantata is running a special program of almost close to 60% discount on their offer price. They have got a product which is at 240 euros. That comes down to around 20 to 24,000 Indian rupees. And it has got a fantastic, classy looking body structure design. So please look at that product, because that's a nice all-in-one remote control, which I am definitely looking forward to replace with the Logitech Harmony Elites. Next up, we have a question from Arvind. Arvind is saying, Hi Dhanmai, what's your opinion on BenQ TK7100 and what's the DMD size? I think, Arvind, I don't know about the DMD size, but BenQ TK710 is a nice projector, a recent version or an upgrade to the TK700 model, which is very, very popular. The TK710, I believe, is the LED version, because now that BenQ is, changing the course from lamp based to LED, considering the environment that we live in, to make it more healthier. It's definitely nice uh, projector that you can go for. Any Indian brands with best speakers at par or better with other foreign brands and value for money? For speakers, I think Bibudatta, there's only one or two companies in India. I think 8 Audio is doing a decent job with flow standing speakers and some on wall speakers. Sonodyne is there in again on walls, flow standings, in wall speakers. These are the two brands that I can think of right now. There's one more, I think there's Pulse or one more brand. Um, which one? Oh, 7 for they are not into home theater speakers. So yeah, I think these are the only two brands. For speakers, I would definitely recommend you to keep your foreign options open. But when it comes to AV receiver, again, those would be foreign brands, but buying them in India is far more sensible. Thank you so much, Sugesh. Love you too. Kunal says, okay, recommend some premium recliners. Kunal, I think in India we have got 3 4 brands which are very very famous. You have got Recliners India, Ziz Recliners, Little Nap, then there is Gladys Recliners. I think these are some common names that you will hear everywhere, and they are doing some fantastic job, some fantastic customizations. If you are okay with a ready-made product, then look for Stanley products or Lazy Boys. These are some nice products. And there's one guy in Bangalore, I don't know, I need to check out his details properly from our customers who have availed his services. I think his name is Ken, if I'm not mistaken. So he's based out of Bangalore, makes some crazy recliners. I have, I mean, I have not directly used them, but my customers in the home theaters that we have done have used their services, and the recliners are pretty decent. I think the Neeraj Sharma project that we went to, so the recliners that he had, those are from that guy. So yes, I think you can explore these brands.
Those were PVR like recliners.
Yeah, yeah, very nice recliners. And I think recliner does make a big difference because once your seat is comfortable, once you are comfortable in that seat, your attention is only towards the projector and the screen, right? Or only to the screen, not even to the projector. So having a good seating is definitely required in a home theater. Do not compromise on that. Don't try to settle in for anything less, which is going to make you very, very uncomfortable, which will make you constantly move around. Because any sort of distraction in a home theater room will always be a negative point. Just the way when you go to a multiplex, you're completely engrossed in the film. Even a phone light kinds of irritates. That is how it has to be. That's the right experience. Is there any chance of launching a new Apple TV 4K this year? I don't see that happening now that
But
they
the
have.
new features are coming.
Now that they have upgraded the new features in the TV OS 18. I don't see new Apple TV 4K coming in, at least for this year. Uh, does high sensitivity speakers make screaming sound in high volume, like people say about clip speakers? See, any high sensitivity speaker is not necessarily very, very sharp or very, very screaming sound. It basically means that it is going to draw less power from the amplifier, and that ways you can uh, go ahead with a less powered amplifier with a high sensitivity speakers, so that you don't have to increase or stretch the volume levels to very, very high level. You can even settle in at 50-60 dB, and you will still get a good output from high sensitivity speakers. So the screaming sound is because of the high compression Twitter and not because of the sensitivity of the speaker. Thank you, Tanmay, for the support and suggestions. Thank you so much, Srirag. S. Digwal says, hi, Tanmay, any chances Nakamichi would ever launch their Dragon soundbar? I don't see that happening soon. I think Nakamichi somehow in India and Sony AV receivers in India are just not happening. Yes, yes, I know Sony AV receivers. We all know Sony has been launching their HTIB soundbars, and now that's HTNN quad series of speakers. So AV receiver is something which Sony also has as a category of product. They have not officially launched them ever in India in my last 11 years of journey, but they are very much available in the abroad markets. In India, they are happy with the way they are doing their business with the HTIB category, I believe. Next up, we have a question from Ayan. Ayan is saying, hi, any experience about 15-inch high sensitivity speakers in home theater? Absolutely, Ayan. There are good high sensitivity speakers with 15 inches. I think the recent ones that we were trying to evaluate for the same Goa customer was the Ascendo speaker. Then we were looking at what else? I think Ascendo was one brand that had 15 inches speakers in the front firing range. Even Klipsch has got some amazing cinema grade speakers which are with 15 inches high sensitivity output. So yes, these are some of the names which you can look at, Ayan. Bhaskar says it's not opening. Okay, link is not working. Okay, it's opening, right? Okay, so let me just give you a small brief. Once you open the link, okay, this is how it will look. So it has got this link. Okay, there's too much of light happening out here. Could you just reduce the light, Atharva? Uh, Okay. Okay. So there is a first name, then there is email address and city of residence. Okay. Once you do that, just click on the send me free guide. Then you will get a mail in your inbox. In case you don't get it in your primary folder, try to check the spam folder. It might go into that folder. And in that, then you can just download.
It is working.
It is working fine.
Perfectly, yeah.
Okay. Those who could download content using that link, please comment that it is working. I don't know why Arun and Bhaskar couldn't get that, but I believe most of them could do it.
Ask them to wait for a.
Oh yeah,
bit,
the loading time is a little high. Okay, so once you click, it takes some time to load.
Let us show them.
That's okay. So the loading time is a little high when you click on the link. So put up a little patience considering the file size. It'll definitely take some time. And this is a third party app that we are using. Okay, Pratik says I just did one. So yes, it's working, guys. Don't worry. Uh, Coming to the next question, Rohan says best active bookshelves under 50,000. Well, Rohan, I've got two brands that I can think of right now. One is the Elac Debut Connects, which is the recently launched product, very very nice active speaker. The second one is Magnat Monitor, which is again around the same price range. But if you're looking for studio specific, like a home recording studio, then you can look at Mackie's or the Yamaha HS5, HS6, those kind of products. Uh, Arvind says, when will BenQ release the updated TH575? I don't see that happening anytime soon. I think they had the 685s, which is still there. You can check that, Arvind, if you want something better than 575. Harshdev says, hey Tanmay, will the new update on video aspect ratio from Apple TV OS 18 be available for BenQ TK700 STI? Yes, I think it should be. But if your projector has got a aspect ratio selection button wherein you can select to a 2.35 to 1 cinema scope, and if you have got a cinemascope screen, then it would be nice. But if it's a 16 to 9 screen, then probably you will still see the black borders, right? Because the cinemascope would be the movie, but the above and the below parts is something which it will not cover automatically. So this new tvOS 18 feature of aspect ratio is more for people with 2.35 to 1 ratio screens, and to those of you who are planning to come up with a home theater and want to go for a 2.35 to 1 screen. An Apple TV OS 18, which is going to be launched in September, will be a good partner for you. And again, for that, you will also need a 2.35 to 1 compatible projector. Arvind says auto lock screen versus remote control screen. Which one is better? Auto lock screen is the insta lock screen, as you would say. So the problem with that is if it's bigger than 100 inches, it's going to have a lot of V grooves because over a period of time, when you put the pressure in the middle, the screen is going to have a lot of V wrinkles on it. So that is where a remote control screen is always better, Arvind. No point saving some penny amount out there. Always go for motorized screen. Also, the comfort is far more better. With motorized, you can lock at what height the screen will come down. Because with manual, you may at time end up putting it higher or lower, and then you will end up time spending on adjusting the projector. So never do that mistake. Please make a video on projector screen. Okay, Prabir will definitely do that. But what is it? Which one?
It's in the lineup, no? The projector screen.
As in the angle of the I mean the viewing angle. I think that's one video that is soon coming up, wherein we are going to talk about the video angles that are that should be used for designing any home theater system. So if you are sitting on the first row, second row, what is the right viewing angle and how much width of screen can you use? That is something which is soon coming
How to
up.
select projector screen size and the screen size versus
Exactly. So how to select screen size is that only. So that is one video that is coming up, Prabir, which you would love to see. Uh, Okay, Suresh says MKV versus M2TS. Which format is good one? M2TS is always the good one. MKV is a little compressed, but for certain content, MKV is only available, or certain players do not support M2TS, and that is why in our free demo clips we have given you few MKV files and few M2TS files. Bibhata says, thank you, Dharma and entire team. Thank you so much, Bibhata. Uh, but don't go off. We still have more to talk. And next question is Akshay. Do you provide service in Nagpur? Absolutely, we do, Akshay. We are right now doing a project in Nagpur, which is 1.5 hour actually away from Nagpur. It's not very far. We are in Pune. So, yes, we definitely do that. And if you plan to get in touch with us or you want to design a home theater, then for that, I'm just going to send you a link which you can use to reach out to me or my team. It's just shared right now in the chat box. Please use that. Next up, we have a question from Jyoti. Jyoti is asking, I have Denon PMA 1500 and KFR 300 for stereo, also Denon AVR 1600X. Wow, that's nice. And Polk RTI and CSI MX90 and ES10 KF Cubed for my AV setup. Okay, I think you have just stolen a Pro FX store award. I mean, you have got everything that they have got in their kitty. They have got KF, they have got Denon, they have got Polk. So I see that happening over here. But nice to see that. Um
Please tell me, are they good?
Yes, absolutely, they are good. I think nothing to worry. Just go ahead, keep enjoy, keep listening to this. The only thing that I would like to upgrade is the qubit. If at all I feel I need more bass, but if you're happy with the current one, stick to that. Yes, Suresh says yes. Link is working. I've downloaded all 25 files. That's nice to know, Suresh. Enjoy these clips and do share your feedback in any of the videos or on our WhatsApp chats as to whether you like this demo content, whether you tested, what was the change that you felt, and what is it that now you want to change in the settings. And because we are talking about it, If in case you have got your old home theater systems which you want to further fine tune, then my engineers are available for you, and they can get onto a video call, which is a dedicated 1 to 2 hours video call, wherein we give input on each and every product. It's not just the AVR that we calibrate, it's the entire flow of products and the signal that we take care of. And we also give you some hacks in these virtual service calls. So yes, feel free to use that. That's a service which is priced around 3,500, a dedicated 2 hour video call with my engineer at your convenient time slot. Okay, let me remit myself, your convenient time slot, only 3,500 rupees, and a virtual assistance for lifetime. So any point you feel that okay, something is not working, you need any help in operations, you can always connect back to my team for free. Okay, so this is a one time charge. If you are interested, let me know, I can share the links for that separately, or I can get in touch with you through the WhatsApp chat and share that across. Okay, Gaurav says, hi Tanmay, I love this channel. Can you please create a video on how the frequency response of a great well-tuned home theater looks like? So there's no particular rule, Gaurav, as to what is the right frequency response for a home theater. It all depends upon the room acoustics, the room size, the kind of products that you have used in that room. So it will always change from each project also that we do, and we have been covering them in our on our channel. So that's why it's very difficult to make videos on the settings. But as I said, probably over the next couple of live sessions, we will try and come up with this service wherein we can have a TV out here which shows the settings that you can run through in your setup. But while doing that, you need to have the live session on your phone, and then you can play around with the settings in your remote control. Don't switch off the video. Jyoti says my TV is LG 43 4K. Okay, that is something that I would like you to change. Then go for a bigger size TV, which will justify the audio experience as well. Best subwoofer under 30K. Okay, Kumar, Ankit, I think what you can go for is the Yamaha SW200, which someone just asked. A very much value for money product and nicely priced under 30,000. Senthil says my sitting position is 10 feet from screen, is 100 inches screen. Is it too big? What would be the optimal size of for immersive viewing experience? I think 100 inches is a perfect screen size. Just go for it, Senthil. For 10 feet, I think 100 inches will do a great justice. Uh, Akash says Tanmayam Kalyan, onboard T2 or onboard TT. Okay, that's a very tough choice. I think onboard TT is something which is the few Full HD projectors which claims to have certified Netflix app. So for that reason, I would select onboard TT. With other portable projectors, I don't know how many of you have seen the Dangbei Mars Pro 2 video. So Dangbei Mars Pro 2 is one of the laser projectors, 4K category, portable. Okay, that is one projector which comes with Google TVs. Most of the other OS of other portable projectors is all Android. This is one of the few ones which has got Google TV. So that's first advantage. Second is that it has got certified Netflix app, which means that you don't have to buy a separate Fire TV stick to only watch Netflix. Now with the Dangbei Mars Pro 2, you can do that. And that's one video that we have recently covered on our channel. Please go back and watch that video after this live session. Uh, Prabhi says, sorry, can you repeat the procedure to play the clips to get original track and how to download that? Wow, I think I'm going to spend some time out here doing that again. So, first of all, to those of you who have downloaded the clips, okay, we this is the procedure. But to those of you who have not yet downloaded the clips, there's a link that is pinned in the comments. Okay, use that link if you have just joined in to download your free Atmos or free Atmos Oro 3D Dolby digital DTS HD. All sort of clips are in there, and it's a combination of close to Hindi and English, and 25 clips are there. So yeah, that is about the clips. Now coming to the way you should play it. If you are using a home theater system or a soundbar system with a TV, and if your TV has got a USB port, please put in these 25 files into a USB hard drive, connect it to your USB slot of your TV, and then use the EARC or ARC feature to get the audio to your sound system. That's number one for the TV users. Now, to those of you who are using a projector screen setup, and if you have got a Nvidia player, a Zidu media player, a Dune media player, or a Blu-ray player with a USB port, then connect the hard drive to that USB port and then play your clips. That would be the ideal manner. Do not connect the hard drives or pen drives directly to your AV receiver's USB port, which is meant only for audio. It is not going to detect the file. And lastly, to those of you who do not have a USB player and have got a projector screen, you will have to download it on your laptop and connect your laptop's HDMI to the AV receiver or soundbar's HDMI input port. This would be the way. Only thing is, when you do it with laptop, the laptop's output will be dependent upon the laptop configurations. If it is not supporting 4K, if it is not supporting the audio codec, you will get a compressed output at the end. So that is something which you may have to check at your own risk. Okay. So I hope, Prabir, that is very, very clear to you. Coming on to the next question, suggest a 4K laser projector for throw distance of 48 feet. Screen size is about 16 by 9. Why settle in for less? Try going for a little bigger screen size if you can, Rakesh. Uh, but a 4K laser projector for a throw distance of 48 feet, I think Epson LS 12,000B does a great job. If you're looking for something far more better and a nice one, then the JVC NZ7 is also one of the projectors that can be considered for a 48 feet screen distance. GV says, hi Tanmay, thank you for the clips. Just wanted to know BenQ 3560 versus 5550 versus Epson 7100. Considering price drop on BenQ 5550 in US, planning to get it from US. Well, I think then BenQ makes the only sense out here. Definitely the BenQ 5550 will win. 7100 is not the right model to compare with it. It more aligns with the 9400 model. And that's where I would say 9400 winning. I'm happy with my setup, sir. I hear old songs from Hemant Kumar, Lataji. That's really nice to know. As I said, enjoy the audio system that you've got. You've got a fantastic gear. Why don't we get warranty when we buy from online? Well, online the prices are dropping only for that reason, so that they don't give you warranty, because the distributors have pulled out the warranty from any online sellers. So it's always better to go to a reliable source like us, wherein you can buy your products. That's some marketing that I'm going to do out here. So yes, you can always reach out to my team to buy any of your AV receiver, projector, anything that you would need, because we have got a valid invoice which will help you get service across India. That's one. Second is that the free virtual calibration service, which I just told you about, which is around 3,500 rupees, that comes free of cost when you buy any product from us. And lastly, the prices will obviously match with the online prices. If not, they'll be very close to them. So don't worry. And yes, this is the WhatsApp link which you can get in touch with to share your product requirements if you have. Um, okay, Harshdeep says, thanks. As of now, I am using Apple TV for my setup, thus won't be having any source to play the demo files. Any recommendation on TV where I can check the Atmos or 4K content? Where I'm going to share a small trick now to those of you who do not have a USB drive to play, and if you've got an Apple TV, try to create a Plex account. Put these clips onto your laptop and upload it on the Plex account, and then download the Plex app on your Apple TV. Use the same login ID password, and you will get the access of all these clips wirelessly onto that system. Make sure that your Apple TV and your laptop is on the same network to do that. Okay. So that's another way. I think now that we know that you can watch the clips that we have just shared. Okay, just last three questions before we end today's live. We have got next question coming from Akshay. Are there any native 4K projectors available under 1 to 1.5? Not really, Akshay. Most of them are all true 4K, 4K upscale, 4K eShift, 4K Pro
Enhanced.
UHD, 4K enhanced. These are the names. If you want to know more about that, we have done a dedicated video talking about what really is 4K upscale and all. Please go and search for that video to know the difference between true 4K and native 4K. Next question is from Senthil again. I have installed Armstrong acoustic ceiling tile for ceiling, and let the weight of the speaker be given to the ply box, and let the tile just be below to have the continuity of your ceiling. That is the best way. Okay, Sumanjit says, hi, following up on my question. Finally, Sumanjit, I was waiting for your answer. My 1.2 lakh budget is including X2800H. Okay, that's pretty tricky, which you are getting for 64 figure eight for Dolby Atmos. I think in the say split between SVS PB 2000 Pro and XTZ Cinema Sub 1 by 12H. My budget is 1.25 lakhs. Any thoughts? Uh, very tough call. If I have to confuse you, I would do that. But I think SVS PB 2000 Pro would still be the winner out here, Sidhu. So go ahead with it. Rakesh says we have 8 rows of sitting, every step height 6 inches. First row starts from 16 feet. What height of screen should we keep from bottom for best view? Well, Rakesh will have to actually do a 2D design of this to give you the right answer, because we don't know the total fall ceiling to, I mean, the total height of your space. So I would definitely recommend you to get in touch with us through the chat, WhatsApp chat, which is just shared in the chat box. Use that link, get in touch with us, opt for 2D design to get the right understanding of placement of speakers, screen size, etc. Streaming from NVIDIA Plex or Apple TV 4K Infuse, which is ideal for better playback. I think NVIDIA Plex or I mean, we have never used Infuse. If you feel that is giving you a good output, go with it. If not, NVIDIA Plex is what we have personally tested, and that has worked fine, Arun. I want to buy eGate or Zebronics projector under 30,000 and Apple TV. Can I get good quality video with these combination, or suggest me good projector under 50? Well, Prasad, I'm going to do one thing for you. Okay. Please use the chatbot link that is just shared in the comment section, and just put portable projector on that chat box once you open the WhatsApp. And my team will send you a list of our recommendations of projectors under 50,000 rupees. That will solve your answer. That will give you an answer. Okay. Projector is best or OLED TV? That's a very big question to debate, Bhaskar, and I don't think we will have a time to do that. But those of you who are using TVs can share your experience. Those of you who have got projectors, share your experience whether projector is really worth to get a ideal home cinema experience. That's the thought that I would also leave you guys with tonight. And for more such videos, okay, definitely subscribe to our channel. But to know more about our videos, well, I'm just going to spend last 2 minutes on that. The next upcoming videos are going to be on OTT player versus media player versus Blu-ray player. We are going to differentiate on that. Then we are going to talk about installation projector versus portable projectors, because I think a lot of people are confused as to which to buy, XGMI versus Epson. Or I get questions like which one, Formovie X5 versus Epson TW9400. I mean, they are just solving two different categories, so we decided to make a dedicated video on it. That is one. Then if God's grace we get the HT9 quad, then that is another video that would be coming up soon. Sonodyne is sending us Antara speaker, which is a Bluetooth speaker, which can be a portable carry on speaker for you guys to test. So that is something that will be coming around. What else are we looking at, Atharva?
I think that is the current lineup, but it
Yes,
will
and
get
then few couple of home theater projects and the setup tour
showcase
videos
projects.
would also be coming. So yes, that's about our next month's calendar or this month's calendar. Till the time we get to the next live. So keep watching this video. Please show us your love. Keep commenting so that we can also get back to you on more and more details and solve your queries on one-on-one. And in case you want to get in touch with me directly, then please sign up for T20 using the link that is shared in most of our other videos. If not, you can still ask it in the WhatsApp chat box for the link to connect with me, and I'll be more than happy to help you guys personally.
Next live is
That's
happening
it.
on 11th of July.
Okay. So 11th of July, please mark your calendars. That's where we are going to see you again on the YouTube live session. And I'm not going to go anywhere. Every Monday, Thursday, my videos are going to be live on our channel at 7:30 p.m. And YouTube Shorts is happening every
Every day.
day at 8:30 p.m. So this is our calendar, which stays the same. And 11th July is the day when I'm going to see you next. Thank you so much for watching this live session. If you have got any value apart from the free demo clips that you have got, feel free to share that after this video in the same comment section. And I, Tanmay Mehta, your host, home cinema consultant, and home theater wale bhaiya, will see you again in the next video. Thank you so much for watching. Good night, everyone, and please do take care. Thank you.